Hello Frozies, McFrozenNuggets here, coming to you with another video. And today is easily the review of one of the best Cars diecasts I have in my collection, the Florida Ramone, from the Florida 500 scene in Cars 3. I just cannot get over how amazing he looks. Man, alright, I'm already starting to get ahead of myself. Let's take a look at the packaging first before I basically do the whole entire review on him already. So here is the packaging. Now obviously, as you can tell, this is a early 2018 release because of the fact that he does come with this bonus collector card, which you already kind of saw in the intro as well as in the just barely on screen. And obviously, because of international packaging, with the warnings, the collector card, it barely leaves any sort of room on the card art for Ramone himself. Now, obviously, 2019 and summer 2019 into 2020, the artwork is actually a lot bigger, which I definitely do like. But the artwork for Florida Ramone is still pretty cool. And I see Florida Ramone Florida. And here's the back. It's the opening race of the Piston Cup season. Who will take home the championship? Now, see, we obviously know that these two did. Now, see, you got Remembrance, Lightning McQueen, Jackson Storm, Rusty's Cruz Ramirez, and Maddie McGear. I do want to get the regular Maddie McGear and compare her to the Team 95 and 51 Maddie that I already have. Now, obviously, I have all done reviews of these guys, so I will, or you can go check them out. I see, it's a little hard to see, but you can see Made in China, since this was just before the Thailand switch. So yeah. Now, like I said, Florida Ramone obviously appeared at the Florida 500 towards the end of Cars 3, which was definitely a very cool appearance there at the end, instead of him being just blue like towards the beginning, or just simply being his usual purple, which I obviously will be comparing to a little bit later on. Now, actually, real quick, silly me forgot to get some of the other Ramones I needed. I'll also be comparing him to the Pincha Ramone that I got from the Review Springs Cleanup 5-pack, as well as the Lightning Ramone. Just simply for, again, obviously just simply for some laughs and giggles. And before I even take a look at Florida Ramone himself, I want to show you this collector card. Now, this is actually only the second collector card I've actually gotten, or that I've actually reviewed. First one being the one that came with Sally, which I will link to in the description below. That was obviously for my birthday. Anyway, it says Ramone's House of Body Art, Radiator Springs. Got the nice patterns on the sides. Now, RC Cars 5 actually initially complained, saying that he wishes that it was specific to Florida Ramone himself, like having this, but with the peach background, because it more so matches the purple Ramone. Now, to be honest, now actually seeing the fact that they didn't make any other Ramones with this collector card, my personal speculation is that they actually purposefully did this because they probably didn't know if they were going to release any other Ramones with this collector card. So, But we obviously didn't know that at first, because we thought it was going to be China all the time. But then we obviously made the switch to Thailand. So, yeah. Personally, I'm fine with it. Just simply being like the way it is. So, what are you going to do? Anyway, now, like I said, this is the second one that I've actually reviewed here on the channel. The first one was the one that came with Sally, the Cozy Cone Motel. And they actually look pretty cool together. Now, obviously, with some of the Reeves counties, like Ramone, or Mater, Luigi and Guido, and Sally, they obviously did not make them like where the collector card just said their names, like, for example, Sally or Ramone. They actually made it unique to their business, which is definitely a very good move. And no, I am not sick, I just sniffled. So for those of you who may get worried, like, oh, he's gonna get the coronavirus. People, it's just a sniffle. I'm not, just because I sniffle doesn't mean I'm sick. Anyway, back to this. I turn it around, it obviously has the rainbow effect with the black and red Cars logo. When previously it actually said Cars 3 on the back. I actually did show this when I reviewed the Cozy Cone Motel collector card for comparison. And it is kind of odd that they still did the black and red design when the black wasn't really visible on the card art itself. Like you can see right there. This obviously is supposed to emulate this. But again, no black on the card art at all. As you can see right there. But it's still cool to see it on the back of the collector card. Because yeah, it actually is a pretty sweet looking design. So anyway, putting this in the back and moving this off to the side, now to actually get onto the review of Florida Ramone himself. Now again, this is actually easily one of the best card deck that I've gotten in my collection. And obviously one of the main reasons why, because I actually want to get some elements of Florida in my collection. Like for example, the Florida Speedway Pit Stop. Obviously, Florida Ramone is another example. And obviously another reason why is because of the fact that I want to go to Florida at some point. Like go to Walt Disney World. Now, obviously, as you probably know, I haven't actually gone there in like at least 2 decades. Because first time I went, I was only like 2.5. I was only 1.75 years old, because it was only a month before my 2nd birthday. And before you ask, how did you know this if he was only a baby? I know about it because of some pictures. Because my mother used to work at the Disney store that used to be here at the Mall of New Hampshire. And every 6 months the workers got 2 free passes to Walt Disney World. So that's how we were able to go. Now hopefully I'll be able to go there again at some point, especially since it's definitely quite a bit different from when I was only from 1999. So anyway, now that I finally get on to Ramone, Ichi's got a very nice smirk right there, which is what he's always had for his personality. Here's the purple Ramone for comparison. Here's Lightning Ramone. And here's the green paint job Ramone. Now I see they vary, but it's obviously very similar. It's got these amazing patterns on the front that kind of stem out with some blue patterns beneath them. Kind of very much resembling like 1950s Florida. It obviously makes sense with him since he is a 1950s Chevrolet Impala. Yeah, see, they do create that on the base. If we can focus in on that. Come on. There we go. Chevrolet right there. And real quick, here is the base if you're interested. See again, those amazing patterns on the front. One extra detail that they have added to Ramone is the text on the tires that says "low and slow." And the first Ramone that I reviewed that actually had that was this Ramone, the purple one. Now, obviously, they do match since they're obviously the same rims. He's got more of this pattern on the side. Little blue pinstriping right there. A little light at the back. And he does have the low and slow text on all 4 tires. He's got a faint little pattern on his peach roof. Now, actually, something interesting is that in the movie, his eyelids were actually this color. When here, they're actually the orangish tint of, or the peach color of his roof, which I find a little odd. When the metallic one, released from Thailand, actually does have his eyelids being this sort of beigeish tan color. So I do find that a little odd, but not really that much of a complaint, just something I noticed. And here's the back. Obviously, very much, almost looks like a continuation of the front here. You can see how it starts here, and it sort of goes up to here. So I do think that's kind of interesting. And the taillights, he's obviously got, as you would expect with all Ramones, he's got his iconic low and slow license plate. Actually, before I forget, here's the grill. I always love his grill. So iconic to cars. But yeah, that's the review for Florida Ramone himself. Like I showed you earlier, here's the purple Ramone that was released in the 2-pack with that flow in the back. Now, obviously, link to my review of him in the description below. Now, these 2 Ramones actually look pretty sweet together. And actually, one thing that's been added to all Ramones now is this little insert in the back that actually says Radiator Springs. Obviously, after or around the time of Cars 2 was released. Obviously, the Paint Job Ramone has that as well. And the Team 51 Ramone has that too. But not Lightning Ramone, since he hasn't been changed, really. Now, see, these just from some laughs and giggles. Here's the Paint Job Ramone from Cars 1. Right there, you kind of see he does not have that text on his tires, whereas this one does. And then finally, here is the Lightning Ramone. Obviously, none of these are similar to Florida Ramone, but that's obviously a very good thing. And obviously, in the back, I've got the entire sort of Florida 500 setup. Which I will actually at least bring in. Which I will bring in right here. There's Flo, Sally, Leo and Luigi, and also the Team 95 and 51 Mater. Put Mac off to the side, and then McQueen's collector card. put Ramone right in the foreground. And Sally, Rusty's cruise, William Luigi, McQueen, and then there's Mater. So yeah, that is it for my review of Florida Ramone. I will link to those other reviews I mentioned in the description below. And of course, social media links are, as usual, in the description below as well. And if you saw my review of Jeff Gorvette, you'll know that I am now officially back on Twitter a full year later. And if you want... Actually, I didn't explain it. Actually, yeah, I did. Sorry, my memory of times gets to the point where your brain kind of leaks out of your ear. So yeah, like I was gonna say, if you want to see if you want to see or learn about how I got back on Twitter, you can check out that video as well. Well, yeah, as usual, love how he frozen to death. Sorry for the yawns. I just cannot seem to stop yawning when I'm doing videos like this. It's crazy. As usual, love how he froze you to death, and of course, don't forget to keep it rigid, and may the force be with you.